What's the word? What's the word? What's the word? What's the word? What's going down, man? It's Temperature Check Tuesday, man. Shout out to my brother Deadass Talk, who just got done hosting Wartown 7th anniversary card main event being Shotgun Suge versus Clone, which is a good battle. We'll definitely be doing a recap what you watch challenge for that. But man, shout out URL dropping battles on the app most recently. J2 versus JC, man. And I ain't gonna lie to you. I like this battle. I like this battle a lot. I think J2 has a very, very slept on pen that is underappreciated. For whatever reason, you know what I'm saying? I do think because of his sexuality, people are slower to actually react to his bars. But I think J2 is fire. I ain't gonna lie to you. He's a great interview as well. If you haven't watched the interview we did with him, go back and watch that shit. Was fire. But we already know who JC is, and we already know what JC represents. It's one of the best pins in battle rap. You know what I'm saying? EFB on. But I ain't gonna lie to you. JC has not been the same since Sue Surf. And I know we keep saying it. Will it keep resonating with me? I don't know what to tell you. I'm calling it like I see it. Ever since JC stood in front of Sue Surf, I promise you, he don't got that same feeling, bro. I don't care. Look, man, he can wear all the dark shades. He can take off the Amiri. He can stop breakdancing. The bars just, I don't know. But this was a good battle, though. I feel like this is a really good battle. So we're gonna get right to it. This is bar recap for the Watch What You Recap. Watch What You Watch challenge, man. I think this is like number 5. So definitely glad to see it's a lot of battle rap events coming up. We might talk. I'll definitely be dropping a blog on Battle Academy. Got something crazy. Battle Academy got something crazy. I'll be in Detroit for Calico Card on April 14th. Definitely. Yeah, we got a bunch of stuff to talk about. But recap what you watch challenge, man. Let's get to it. Thumbs up the video. I appreciate it, man. It's on JC in the first. Before I get started, man, I just got to say, man, everything that I say for the next 10 to 15 minutes, man, this has nothing to do with my personal views or my personal. JC talking kind of crazy. I ain't gonna hold you. You think you might have stepped into a throwback time machine messing around with JC recapping these bars. But here we go. It's on JC in the first. My problem with y'all community is that the foundation of y'all community is that God made the mistake. Whether do y'all get the nerve? I just like that setup because once I heard that, I knew where the rest of the round was gonna go. He said we all got a purpose, but unfortunately, you neglected to never see it through. Instead of reproduce, you're gonna stand here and allow me to end your legacy with you. That was crazy. Hey, that was so fire. Instead of reproduce, you're going to stand here and allow me to end your legacy with you. He said, why would you? How could you raise a man to be one when you opted out? That was fire. Again, this is not my personal views, but you know what I'm saying? It is. Bars is kind of crazy. He said, where was the demand for this? It's not like we expect you to stand for ish. We have a hard time believing you stand to piss. Hey, man. JC is floating in the first. I ain't gonna lie. The first is definitely JC's best round by far to me. He said in the 70s, this was a classified disorder in your mental function. So what separates y'all from any pervert classifying what they not because they sick and lusting? Or how does it feel to have the rights? How does it feel to have rights before your people who actually built the country? I ain't gonna hold you. That's crazy. He said, you can't claim to be God-fearing or walk in abomination and claim to pray and think God hear it? Fire. You can't claim to be God-fearing or walk in abomination and claim to pray and think God hear it? These kids are affected. It's bad enough they walk around feeling neglected, but y'all just handing out identity like y'all witness protection? I ain't gonna lie, like JC was floating in there first. Whoever, like I've seen some comments on Twitter. I don't know, bro, he is rapping. Like But it's round one on J2, man. Thumbs up the video. This is the recap what you watch challenge, J2 versus JC Redemption 3, man. Shout out URL. Song J2 in the first. He said, I'll come to where you stay. I don't think you sleep. While you in your pajamas, we maxed up all black to the feet. So while y'all being those, we being these. I like that. That was cool. He says, I'm really mean. I'll pull up to your city with heaters and missiles, close range. The difference between me and your ninjas, they gonna miss you. That's crazy. That's fire. He said, what happened to Pontiac? Discontinued. Because the Pontiac car is fire. He said, they know I'm colder, strapped with an AK just like you with that hoodie off the shoulder. Y'all be pissing me off. The only way I keep my peace is in a holster. I like that too. I ain't gonna lie to you. J2 has some real quick punches, man. His punches weren't super heavy in that first, but the punches were consistent. He said, they say they don't take JC because he applies pressure. So battling him is something that you shouldn't do. Well, I wanted y'all to know that I'm a student too. I wanted to give him the same opportunity to apply pressure to a bullet wound. Fire. It wasn't enough to beat JC in that first round, though. But it was fire. J2 had a cool first round. But I felt like it was the tale of two halves for the rest of the battle. I'm not going to lie to you. I felt like J2 definitely wrote up as the battle went on, and JC was consistent all 3 rounds, but I do think you kind of got repetitive. But y'all let me know, man. It's on JC in round 2. He said the community cancel me, go wild. I have no concerns about he, him, they, them, he or she. I'm the pronoun. Hey, that was crazy. So wild. The community can cancel me, go wild. I have no concerns about he, him, them, they, or he or she. I'm the pronoun. I'm the pronoun. I'm the pronoun. Fire. Sub-Zero versus Jax, how the arms bust. And they both flex. No stretch. The Mortician, where he go next. Out the closet with the tag like Coke check. Fire. Ancestry.com with Glock's palm. The mean we round up each descendant. Then we aim and spray your face decaying. The ground get a sample of DNA like Raising Canaan. The ground get a sample of DNA like... We don't deal with COVID restriction often, but niggas will look at you different with that coffin. This is contagious. They'll look at you different with that coffin, a double entendre. We got you, JC. He said, congrats to you. These bullets +3. They got a visitor badge too. They passing through instantly. Every time I walk, it's drag everywhere like granny feet. Cause you know granny feet. They just shuffle. They don't really get up and down. They just fire. But I ain't gonna lie to you. J2 in that second round lost his goddamn mind. He went crazy in the second. He said, I'm nothing like the last 2 parables you battled. I want to be certain he gets it. Because if I talk about 5 loaves of bread, 2 pieces of fish, it's because it's perched with a biscuit. These mother effers ain't going to remember you. And if they do, bow. Only bits and pieces. I like that. You think you come in here and talk some drugs to me, it's going to move me? I bet it don't. I was snorting coke so white the police found it and let it go. You crackhead plus a VL. That's why his mind gone. I know your vice lord. You got a problem with the stones? Come on, sir. What? You crackhead plus VL. That's why his mind gone. I know your vice lord. You got a problem with the stone? Come on, son. Type to have a wire on. Get hit with the K. What do you want to do when you see a bug? Spray. Don't tick me off. Don't tick me off. The letter spark. You better pray. You better be a praying mantis. This bitch can take your head off because a praying mantis bites the head. Come on, sir. I got the bug scheme. Who you think you playing with, J2? I'm listening, brother. You writing, I'm listening. You know what I'm saying? I know how this goes. Fire. He said, we expected you to die to surf. In that battle, you didn't have a leg to stand. After Fonz killed you, I knew JC wouldn't walk on water. That mother effer couldn't walk on land. Because you know, Fonz is from Cleveland. He called it the land. Come fire. He says, it was times I had to change my identity more than I had to change my clothes. Hanging with real bitches that play with real toes. They can't be impressed by a rose. Come on, sir. It was times I had to change my identity more than I had to change my clothes. That line right there is just crazy. Hanging with real bitches that play with toys. They can't be impressed by a rose. If you know, you know. You get hit with many weapons. Sawed off, 9, Mac 11. So many guns, that time of death was 357. Got a good old 1-1 going into the third. Not gonna lie to you. Got a good old 1-1 going into the third. Thumbs up the video. It's the Recap What You Watch challenge. This is URL Redemption 3. Bar recap JC versus J2. Yes, it is. So JC in the third. He said the Reaper is here for a job. Many might ask, why believe in him? Well, death the only thing that life that's certain, and that's purpose. I'll definitely be seen again. That was so crazy. That was so crazy. Are you serious, Jace? Listen, the Reaper is here for a job. Many might ask, why believe in him? Well, death the only thing that life that's certain, and that's purpose. I'll definitely be seen again. Come on, sir. My name next to the wolf had isolated until it was just me and him. Had isolated me. Come on, I got the word play. I see what you're doing. He said, as far as weapons, I'm collecting and I step with 2 attached. Tyler Perry Studios got over 300 acres and I'm more set to shoot than that. I mean, that wasn't super crazy, but it was crazy though. It wasn't super, but it was crazy. He said, we love action. We dump Maddox. Just point and his crackheads on the spot like Judge Mathis. I see what you did there, my boy. He said, I feel like y'all more to blame than the scorching pain. I hear give a big step of a shot. I'm thinking Tory Lanez. Give a big fire. I'm forced to chill, but it's more to do. I move, you take from us like you Jordan Peele and you Jordan Poole. Come on, man. You take from us like you Jordan Peele. You know what I'm saying? But then you Jordan Poole getting. You not it, Scrap. It's not about your preferences. It was homosexuality in ancient Egypt. Is that not a fact? Even they acknowledge that in order to make it to the next life, you still gotta rap. Because you know, in Egyptian time, you had to be mummified in order to make it. That was. But see, the thing is, though, I'm not gonna lie to you, my boy. Some of these bars can kind of go to anybody. So, like a lot of your bars, JC, right now, when you look at them, a lot of them they could go to me, you know what I'm saying, Tiger Tom, Mad Max, whoever. But it's on J2 in the third. Now, this is what I will say. I didn't have a lot of bars for J2 in the third, but his content, though, the content and what he used was crazy. He did a lot of scheming in the third too. He had the life insurance scheme, which I had to recap that because he felt like didn't nobody know what he was talking about. Which I don't know who he talking to. But I felt like in the third, the difference for me, and if you go back and watch this, you'll definitely be able to tell. Again, like I said, for JC in that third, a lot of those bars, they could go to anybody. But it's on J2 in the third, man. Thumbs up the video. He said, "What happened with Swamp? Ain't you from Pontiac? You could have at least gave him a grand. Damn, that was fire. I ain't gonna lie to you. The witty wordplay, man. He said, this man's a class act, but I know where the bread went. So I'm gonna leave this sucker froze. Do you like you did that 100K up the nose?" That was fire. I ain't gonna lie to you. That was crazy. And then he has his life insurance scheme. He says life insurance is like $30 a month. Well, let me set this. So this third round, he takes the angle of you want 100K. You know what I'm saying? And you've amassed all this money. You've told us you've made all this money in battle rap. Why don't you have life insurance? Why were you asking for a GoFundMe to bury your mother if you've made all this money? I think that is a fire angle. I'm not gonna hold you. Y'all better start watching J2 with the angles, because that's a crazy one. He said life insurance is like $30 a month. You spend that when you cop yay. Then you take these battles, spit trash, and blame it on an off day. Then had the nerve when her term ended to give us the liability to cover her incidentals while you continue to underwrite in Allstate. Come on, man. That is fire. So you got life insurance. What you got? Life insurance term ended, liability, incidental, underwrites in Allstate. I'm gonna let it grow through, because when it comes to money, it's always the beneficiary to him. Come on, man. Fire insurance scheme. He said, y'all know I like effing up these levies. Big Blade. Y'all gonna get them poked. When B said I had a chance to dance with JC, I was stoked. That's crazy, because y'all know JC did the dancing video for Chris Stokes. That was crazy. I ain't going again. It wasn't so much the content was fire, but it was the directiveness that what J2 wrote in that third round. I got J2 winning this battle second and third respectfully. I think if someone said they had JC, honestly, I don't really know how. Again, like I said, I broke this thing down. I felt like he got the first pretty clear, actually, but I felt like J2 got him in the second. And then the third, I think when it comes down to it, a battle this close, you having generic bars versus J2 being intentional and direct, it ain't too much to argue. But you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to do a quick recap what you watched challenge, man. Redemption 3. Shout out URL. We got some cards, we got some things to talk about. I will be dropping a recap what you watched challenge on Clone versus Shotgun Suge. That happened last weekend. We will be hopefully doing a live recap this weekend. Oh, no, we won't. Take that back. I will not be doing a live recap this weekend. It'll probably be like a Sunday, Monday show. But King of the Ring, Caskets and Claskets 2. You know what I'm saying? Definitely make sure y'all cop the pay-per-view for that. And then you got the Rebirth card with UW. You know what I'm saying? You can support that. So it's a bunch of battle rap events going on. And then you got QB Black Diamond. She got her event coming up in a couple of weeks. I think it's next weekend, actually. So, yeah, man. Battle rap is moving and grooving. We may not be having the big battles that we used to right now, but we getting some quality content. And I ain't gonna hold y'all. Y'all better watch out with what iBattle is doing. When we talk about League of the Year, it might be quality over quantity. And I think iBattle is gonna put themselves in a position to really position themselves to make a good move in the hierarchy of battle rap. But we'll get to that another day, man. Appreciate y'all pulling up. Thumbs up the video. Redemption 2. Shout out JC. Shout out J2. Fire battle, man. J2, I got you winning second and third, my brother. But y'all already know who I am. Y'all know exactly what I do. This is Temperature Check. I am your host as always, man. Mr. Check the Temperature. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. And you know the motto. I ain't just getting started. Being here.